anaphase. What is the meaning of the word A-N-A? Ana. Ana means up. Ana means back. It means that in this phase you will find the chromosomes moving towards the opposite poles. What happens? You can see on your monitor. The centromeres attaching the two chromatids divide and two sister chromatids are formed, as you can see the formation on the monitor. Now, each chromosome separates and are drawn apart. It means they are going towards the opposite pole. Then what happens after this? The drawing action that is taking place, or the contraction that you are seeing, is because of the contraction of the spindle fiber. So, what exactly is happening in anaphase? The chromosomes which are there, which are the chromatids, they are going to split. When they split, there will be formation of sister chromatids. And how are they attached to the spindle fiber? With the help of the centromere. What happens to the spindle fiber? The spindle fiber contracts and relaxes, as a result of which these chromatids are separated and they now start moving towards the opposite pole. The phase, which is the fourth phase that takes place in mitosis, is called as telophase. Let us see what happens to telophase and what are the changes that are taking place. On the monitor, telophase for you. Telophase, the fourth phase of mitosis. First we saw prophase, second metaphase, third anaphase, now telophase. The meaning of the word tela. Tela means end. What happens in telophase? Each chromatid of the daughter cell chromosome, now it lengthens. Next, there is a thinning of these chromosomes that will take place, as a result of which it will result in formation of a network. This network is a network of chromatids. So, here we can very clearly say that in case of telophase, there is a chromatid network or chromatid threads are formed or chromatin threads are formed. So, this last phase is a phase of telophase. What are the other things taking place in telophase? As you can see on the monitor, you can see the nuclear membrane which is reappearing. You can even see the nucleolus which reappears in each daughter nucleus. All these changes are described as karyokinesis, meaning it is more related with the nucleus. Meaning of the word karyo is nucleus. After this process is over, that's the nuclear process is over, it comes to the next part, which is cytokinesis, meaning is division of cytoplasm. You can see that at the end of telophase, a furrow appears in the cell membrane of, and what exactly when we say it's a cell membrane of? It's a cell membrane of this animal cell which is there, which is going to divide. And where is this furrow forming? It is forming exactly in the middle. Once it is formed in the middle, this furrow now goes to the two ends, as a result of which the two daughter cells are distinctly formed. Please remember that in case of this animal cell that we highlight on, a furrow is developed in the middle which goes to the ends. Thereby, the two new cells are formed. In case of telophase, please remember the nucleus and the nuclear membrane reappears. Here we were talking in terms of telophase, we were talking about the karyokinesis and cytokinesis. So, recalling mitosis, prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase, all of them in the category karyokinesis. The division of cytoplasm is called as cytokinesis. Here we come to an end of the first unit, mitosis. the entire explanation that we had given was the explanation for mitosis. But while considering this entire part of mitosis, we had considered the entire process of mitosis that was taking place in case of animal cells. So, right now, let us see what are the differences that are there when it is mitotic division in case of animal cell and plant cells. On the monitor, you can see the differences in case of plant cells and animal cells. When we are talking about the nuclear and chromosomal event of mitosis of plant cell and animal cell, it is almost the same. But then, what exactly is the difference between the two? For quoting the difference, let us see point number 1. The point number 1 is, in plant cells, there is no centrosome, meaning centriole, and the asters, that is, star-like figures at the opposite poles, are not formed. But spindle formation still occurs because of the cytoplasmic strands. These cytoplasmic strands are the microtubules that are present in the cytoplasm. So now the basic difference is, in case of animal cells, it was the centriole that gave rise to the spindle fiber. Here, it is the spindle fiber that is formed from the cytoplasmic strands. The very first important difference between the animal cell and the plant cell. Let's take the second one. In telophase, the cytoplasm does not constrict. Instead of that, the cell plate formation takes place and a new cell plate is laid down in the cytoplasm at the equatorial plane of the spindle. As a result of which, you will find that when such a cell plate is formed, it totally differs from that of an animal cell, where we have talked in terms of cytokinesis, where the cytoplasm had divided by formation of a furrow. Here, it is a plant cell. And when we use the word cell plate, it means that when the two daughter cells will be formed, the outer covering that we are highlighting would be definitely the cell wall. So coming back to the point, we'll have to say that it is the cell plate that is formed at the center and starts moving towards the periphery. Thus, the original cell now divides into two daughter cells. So the basic difference was with the first thing, spindle fiber. The second difference that we are taking into account is the formation of cell plate. Two major points to be remembered even from our ICSE board exam point of view. Significance of mitosis. On the monitor, the points for you. In case of mitosis, growth or increase in the body size is due to formation of new cells in the tissue. Point number 2, repair of damaged and wounded tissues by the renewal of the lost cells. Point number 3, replacement of old and dead cells. Point number 4, asexual reproduction, in which the unicellular organisms such as the amoeba or yeast divides into two. Fifth one, maintains the same chromosome number in case of daughter cells. At this point, you should remember that the number of cells that are present in the parent cells